The mayors of Oklahoma City and Tulsa have united in a public awareness campaign to change the way cities are funded. Oklahoma is the only state in the nation where cities rely solely on the collection of sales taxes to operate. Sales tax receipts can create a make-or-break situation for cities across Oklahoma.
The competition is fierce between cities when it comes to landing new retail business. That's because every dollar spent inside the boundaries of a municipality is the lifeblood of that city. It is the only money state law allows cities to collect for operating expenses. To increase sales tax revenue, Broken Arrow has provided tax and other incentives for new businesses to set up shop in what is now called the Rose District. Richard Carter is the vice mayor of Broken Arrow.
We made funds available for modernizing their facades. We've put in new water lines and all these things that restaurants require. We redid the streetscape completely.
What was a deserted Main Street just a few years ago is now a bustling center of town with shops, upscale restaurants, and things to do and see. The investment in the Rose District is paying off.
Just in this one district here, their sales tax went from $87,000 in 2013 to $153,000 in 2014, and we're already at $56,000 in 2 months. So we should hit $180,000 to $200,000 this year.
Just a couple of miles away, the new Warren Theater in Broken Arrow is generating sales tax revenue from people in other cities. The sales tax for the entire city went up more than 16% last month over the same month a year ago. But not every city is enjoying the same growth as Broken Arrow. Mayor Dewey Bartlett of Tulsa and Oklahoma City Mayor Mick Cornett talked about city revenues on Oklahoma Forum.
We're going to get to a point where in smaller towns in this state, if the ones that have a Walmart are going to make it, and the ones that don't have a Walmart are not going to make it. And when you see that we spend 2/3 of our money on police officers and firefighters, it becomes a public safety issue.
Local sales tax collections are also being eroded by the growing prevalence of online shopping. Carolyn Stager is the executive director of the Oklahoma Municipal League.
That is probably the single, largest source of revenue that cities are losing now in Oklahoma. And not only is it hurting the cities, it's hurting the downtown mom and pop stores.
The United States Congress will decide whether to give states the ability to levy sales taxes on internet purchases when it considers the Marketplace Fairness Act recently introduced in the U.S. Senate. Many city leaders believe a diversified income stream is what Oklahoma needs. Jim Twombly is Tulsa's city manager.
Other states allow for cities to collect on property taxes. Some states allow for an earnings tax or an income tax.
Twombly says budgeting can be a nightmare due to unexpected downturns in sales tax collections. Tulsa collected less than expected just last year.
So we were really caught in a kind of a surprising situation and ended up having to cut about over $15 million out of the budget.
Changing the way cities receive revenue will require the backing of voters.
But I think that the citizens should have that opportunity. I am in favor of changing the Constitution to allow cities to make that decision themselves.
The mayors are reminding lawmakers that Oklahoma City and Tulsa are providing 75% of the state's economy.